Good morning, our friends, and welcome to the RigER webinar. Okay, my name is Nikolai. At the beginning of the presentation, we would like to remind everybody how to stay connected to us. We are pretty active on the social media, so please feel free to follow us on Instagram or Twitter. We are also on Facebook and LinkedIn, so you can follow us as well, post your questions, share the comments, and we post all the video content to our YouTube channel. So we specifically encourage everyone to log in and follow us, subscribe to our channel and follow us on YouTube as well. So today's agenda. Today's webinar is dedicated specifically to answering questions that we are receiving through our support portal. So we call it a RigER one-on-one, simply because today we're going to be explaining some of the basic functions of it and how to accomplish specific tasks in RigER in the most effective and efficient way. So we'll talk about the Support and Learning Center, how it's set up and what does it do for you and how to create an account in it. We also will talk about the how-to use cases. So that will be based on the questions that you have submitted to us through the support portal of ours, and we will also touch on the additional questions of yours that you may have throughout the webinar. So first things first, we're going to talk about the RigER support services, and Gleb, our operations manager, is going to cover this topic.
Thank you, Nikolai. Hello, everyone. My name is Gleb Kobits. I'm operations manager in RigER, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about our support portal and learning center. So as you may already know, if you're an existing customer of RigER or you're just a new customer, a new potential user of RigER, so we have a support portal that allows us to receive your support requests and all the issues that you may experience with RigER. You can address them to us through the support portal. When you become a new customer of RigER, a new client, you will receive the invitation from our support portal to join it, and you need just to create an account there and set up the password and use the support portal. Why the support portal is pretty much important thing in our collaboration and our communication with our customers, because support portal allows us to receive all your requests and manage it very effectively and in a good fashion, good timely manner, based on our service level agreement conditions. So as you can see, we're trying and we keep hard working on the be in line with our SLA conditions. By this time we have received almost 1,000 requests, and we have already resolved most of it. So please, we encourage you to use our support portal instead of our email, because your tickets will never be missed and you will receive the fast and timely response from our support team through this support portal. Also, last year we have launched the Learning Center, RigER Learning Center, which allows you to learn the program by yourself and to find all the answers on your questions on this learning center. So we are fulfilling this database right now. So if you don't find something on this learning center, please address those questions to us through the support portal. But again, once you submit your request on the support portal, you may be prompted to open the article if there is on the Learning Center already, and just to find the answer in this article. And again, we are keep working with the email support. So as you experience some issues, you can also send us a quick email at support@rigER.ca, and we will handle it as well.
So right now, as the next topic of today's quick presentation will be on how to use some functions of RigER. So how to use cases will cover the most popular questions that we receive through the support portal. And we are glad that we're receiving them on an ongoing basis. So this is the first of the webinars we're going to be addressing those questions, but more will be coming as more questions we will be receiving. So The first question that is come up on the list of frequently asked questions is how to change RigER layout. And I will let Gleb explain.
Okay, thank you very much. And I'm going to share my demo database and to answer these questions on the live demo database, so you'll be able to see how it works exactly in RigER. Okay, to show you how it works exactly in RigER, I'm going to show the practical application of RigER on your screen. So when you first start to work with RigER as a new client, you will probably see this screen in this particular layout. To save more space on your screen, we can move this particular yellow menu, set of menus, to the top of the screen. And how to do that? We go to the main menu. We click on this down arrow, and we go to View and Panel Settings. This window allows you to drag and drop different parts of the and panels of the screen, and just to play with that and find the right way how you will utilize those panels. So I can move the section panel to the top and tools panel also to the top. So they will be presented at the top of the screen. I hit apply, and you see that this panel has been moved to the top of the screen. And I guess that's the most efficient way how to utilize this availability dashboard in RigER. I click OK, and it's done. So the next feature in RigER, how to quickly access the most frequent documents that you use in your day-to-day operations, is a favorites menu. Favorites menu can be found at the top right-hand corner of the screen, or by shortcut Ctrl-Shift and B. So we open the favorites menu. Now it's empty. How to add units and items to the favorites menu? For example, we need to add the rental service agreements, documents, and delivery tickets to our favorites menu. As you can see on the left side of the rental service agreements line, we have a star. I click on the star, it becomes yellow. The same is for delivery tickets, it becomes yellow. We have marked those two items for to be in the favorites list. Now I go back to favorites list, and here is my two items. So we also can move those items to the screen, to the quick access to them. How to do that? We click on the pin icon for the delivery tickets and rental service agreements. Now nothing is happening because we don't have the favorites panel at the bottom of the screen. Go again to the menu, View, Panel Settings, and move the favorites panel to this part of the screen. Hit apply, OK, and now I can see my favorites items at the bottom of the screen. Moreover, we can reduce the number of signs and symbols in these items. Again, in the favorites menu, I click Edit this field, and I can change the name of this field to whatever I'd like to. So for example, it will be DT. It will indicate the delivery tickets, and RSA will indicate the rental service agreements. I close the menu, and those items are changed. The next the next feature in RigER, how to quickly access the most recent documents that you have used. We have a history panel and history menu. Where to access that? Again, we go to the top right-hand corner, and we find the history menu over here. And here's all the documents and all the objects that I have opened before today or Wednesday, so whatever time it will be. So again, if I work with some particular documents on the consistent basis, I can open these documents right from here. So I click, and my document is opened. You can also perform the search in the history menus. So if you need to find some particular object in the system that you used before, we can find it over here. For example, if I need to light tower element in the system, here's all my light towers that I have opened a few times ago. And the next, and probably most of the useful feature in the system, we have the panel of opened items. Again, if you go to the panel settings, and you see that the open items panel is at the very bottom of the screen right now, I can move it to the right-hand side. Let's say here, or just to move it back. In this way. So what it does, if I open the rental service agreement, any of the documents, you see that the open menus and open documents are shown at the bottom. If I will open the delivery ticket, for example, these delivery tickets will be opened as well. So it helps me to better navigate and quicker navigate the system, and just to jump between documents without opening the whole menu and find this document in this list of documents. So I just switch back to the delivery ticket or rental agreement, and it helps pretty much.
Okay, thank you, Gleb. That was the explanation on how to change your layout. I think it's very useful, and I find that you will have the flexibility to change the layout, whatever you want to change it to. So the next popular question that has come up on our list is how to add a new rental unit. And I think it's very applicable if you're a new user of RigER.
Okay, good question. And yes, we probably receive these questions on how to add a new rental unit in the system almost every day. So these are multiple steps approach, because one thing is just to add a new rental unit in the catalogs as information catalogs, but the next step will be just to add this rental unit in at the availability dashboard and put it in our stocks. So let's start with the first part, how to add new rental unit. We go to the Oilfield Rentals menu, go to items list, and here's our full catalog of items in the system, including services, tools, parts, and goods. To create a new item, we click Create. And the item card is opened, and we can enter all the information about our new unit. Let it be new unit 1. We select the type of the rental unit. It will be rental. We also can assign the combo unit type, material, service, or goods. The unit measurement is set to each by default. We can add any comment to this unit or note for quote for the customer. On more details about the rental unit settings and properties that you can see over here, we have been discussing, we've discussed during our last webinar, previous webinar about the rental items in the system. So please join this webinar or just find the video on our YouTube channel about these settings, and you'll get more information how to set up the new rental unit. But once we created a new rental unit, we save and close it. And here's our rental unit in the list. Now, as you may mention, we don't have this new unit in the on the availability dashboard or homepage. So we need to virtually purchase this unit and to deliver it to our shop in order to see that on the availability dashboard. How it can be done? We go to the purchases module and we create a new purchase order to buy this unit. We just select the vendor. Let me just type good vendor, for example. No. Let me select one of them. I select the delivery date of this unit, and I can add this unit to the purchase order. I'm gonna buy 5 units of this unit. The price will be just, for example, $100. And I post the purchase order. Then I generate purchase invoice, which will be connected to the purchase order. All the information are taken from the purchase order, so I just need to post the purchase invoice or change the date of this invoice. We can send it to our client, and I generate a bill of lading. The bill of lading is the third document in the chain of purchase documents, and probably the most important because it puts our new units into the stocks on that date that you will specify in the bill of lading. So here's my new unit, and I need to pick up the quantity of the unit numbers because actually the quantity is 5, so I need to pick up the unit numbers. As soon as there is no any unit numbers for this particular unit, I can click add and create a new unit number. Let it be unit number 1. We can also add any details about this unit, as you can see here, like manufacturer serial number, etc. So I save and close. I create a new one. Now we have all our 5 units. We just move it to the right box and click OK. We select the department where we'd like to deliver these units, where it will be stored initially. So let it be a RigER yard. And I post this document. So this is the final step in the purchasing process. And now if I'll go to the home page and I update the time of today, so now I can find my unit. We need probably some few moments to update the database. And yes, here we go. You can see that our new rental unit appears on the availability dashboard with a quantity of 5 in stock right now on RigER yard.
Okay, thank you, Gleb. The next question that we are receiving on a regular basis is how to find an item unit number.
Okay, good question. As soon as we can have lots of different rental units in the system, right? Like you see that right now, it can be a little bit tough to find it quickly. So for this purpose, we have different filters which will allow you to find a unit very quickly. So in the rental unit filter, I can start typing new unit, and my unit will be found. Or let's say I just need to type unit, the unit will be found as well. We can filter also the units by departments if they're assigned to the different department in the company, or if we have a structure of rental units in the system like we see it right now, structured by different folders and different groups. We can also filter by these groups. Let's say we need to see only forklifts. So I type forklifts, and those units that are put it in the forklifts folder will appear on my screen. If we will switch to the unit number screen, where we can see more details about our unit, and actually this screen is broken down by unit numbers. Here we have a little bit more filters. and we are able to filter units by statuses. Let's say we need to see only deployed units. I select the unit number status deployed, and all my deployed units are found here. I can also filter by client. There is nothing for these clients, but anyways, it allowed me to filter by clients or by a particular location if I know exactly where my units are, and I need to see it in the availability dashboard. Also, you can use the search, our global search, to find the unit. If you start typing your unit number or name, it will be searched by the whole database, and it will be found here. Also, you can find the unit in the items list, again with a search. If I start typing light tower, well, all my light towers connected services and rental units will be found. The same approach will be used in the unit numbers list. If we need to find some particular unit number, I can start typing, and my unit number will be found as well.
Okay, thank you, Gleb. Let's move to the next item on the list of the most popular questions, and it is how to delete an object.
Okay, let me show you how to delete the object in the system, because sometimes we're facing with the issues when we don't need to use the unit anymore, and we don't want to appear it on the home page. So the unit can be deleted just easily by pressing the delete button on the keyboard, or if we click with the right button on the mouse, we'll find mark for deletion or unmarked for deletion button. So if I hit this button, it asks me if I need to mark it for deletion. I hit yes, and this unit will be marked for deletion. The same you can do with any documents. So if we need to mark for deletion a particular document that we don't need no more, I mark it for deletion, and you see that the status has been erased, and this small icon with a red cross will indicate that this document marked for deletion. So what the deletion does is it erases and eliminates all the actions in the system, like moving equipment between location, or in case of invoices, it just cancel the invoice. So you will not be messed up with those mark for deletion documents in other operations. So you can also mark for deletion by clicking on this small button in the documents list. Once you marked items for deletion and you need to delete it completely from the database, you go to settings and open the delete marked objects menu. Now you will be prompted with two options of full deletion to delete all marked objects in the system, and the second option, just a selective deletion, where you can select only those items that you'd like to delete right now. So as you can see, we have marked lots of different elements in the system for deletion, like repair tickets or contact persons or even addresses. And let's assume that I need to delete delivery ticket. So I can unselect all, clear all, and select just this delivery ticket. And I click delete. And my object is deleted. In case if you will face with a situation when the object cannot be deleted and it says that one cannot be deleted because other Infobase objects references to them, you click next, and you will see what is the reason? Because you cannot delete the object. So if this document is connected with another documents in the system, you cannot delete them. So you need to delete all the documents that are connected, or just mark for deletion other documents, and then you'll be able to delete the necessary document in the system. So be careful with the deletion of the documents from the system, because if you delete this document, it will not be restored anymore. Also, you can find a detailed instruction on how to delete units on our Learning Center. So just go to the support portal, start typing in the search bar delete marked objects, and you will be prompted with an article from the Learning Center that will explain all the details on the deletion of the objects.
Okay, thank you, Gleb. The next question on the list is how to fix red quantity or insufficient quantity from the database.
Okay, one of the most frequent questions that we asked with is when you generate a delivery ticket and you are trying to pick up a unit number, sometimes you will be faced with a message that the quantity is insufficient for this location. And what does it mean and how to resolve this issue? I will show you on one of the example of one of the rental items. So let me pick up the light tower. I'm opening the unit number list, and I'm trying to find the unit number 3030. I opened this is actually the way how to open the rental units history. So you go to the rental item card, you switch to the unit numbers tab, you will find your unit number, and you can check the whole history of all the operations with this unit. So it will show you by which document what action have been done and what the status was of this unit. So as you can see here, red locations means that something went in a wrong way. I will explain it in details on this particular case. So you can see that this light tower have been delivered and deployed at the Karen A3H location with a delivery ticket on June 6th at 16:43. Then by the other delivery ticket, it was deployed again on the next date at 8:18, again from the RigER yard to the other location. However, we haven't been returned this unit before the next deployment. The return was performed on the 7th of June and later than the second delivery. So it caused this misunderstanding in the system because we delivered this unit twice. So how to fix this problem? We need to go to the delivery ticket return. I can go, I can dive deep to this document from here. Just double click on the document number. And what I need to do, I need to change the time of this document. Let's say it will be 6 a.m. So I post and close this document. And now when I create this report again, this issue is fixed. So now we have the proper consequence of the actions. So first we deliver this equipment to the Karen A3H location. Then with the delivery ticket return, we returned to our RigER yard. And then we delivered it again in a few hours. That's how to fix, that is exactly how to fix the red issue, red quantity issue. Also, how to reach the rental units history report. We can go to the Oilfield Rentals, open the reports section, and here you can find the rental units history report. Just select the item, serial number, and build the report. Also, we have a rental unit number by days dashboard. In the Oilfield Rentals menu, you will find it in the Tools section. So I open this report. I select my rental unit. So I can see the availability dashboard for all the light towers here. And it will show you the status of the unit at each particular day. So we see that this unit was deployed pretty much the whole month, but this one was available, then deployed, and then it becomes to the no status activity. So I can click on the day of this unit, and I see that on this day it was delivered. It was a delivery ticket return that caused the change of the status. And we have information about the client, location, and field technician who performed that action. We can also filter by different statuses by clicking on different squares, which indicates different statuses of this unit.
Okay, and then we move on to the next question, is how to add a new user to the database.
Okay, how to add a new user to the database. As an administrator of the system, you'll be able to go to settings, and in the initial settings section, you will find the users menu. And here we can add any user to the system just by hitting create button. We need to enter the full name of the user. We need to enter email and phone number. And we have additional properties like mobile user, if he uses the mobile application or not. And we also assign the role to this user. Depending on the role, the user will see different menus and different documents in the system. For example, if it will be field technician, he will only see his particular delivery tickets and field tickets where he has been assigned by dispatcher or general manager. On the other side, if we have an accountant will only see probably the invoices, and those roles are very customizable, so you can assign multiple roles to one person or just a particular role to one person. And we can set up the password for this user. And after that, the user will be able to change his password by himself. We just save and close the user card, and new user will be added to the system. If you experience some issues or difficulties with adding new users to the system, just send us quick request with necessity to add a new user, and we will do that easily for you.
Okay, that was easy. Let's move to the next one, which actually is, what are the hotkeys?
Yeah, RigER allows you to use hotkeys to better navigate the system and to perform some actions with the documents and records quicker. So let me show you on the example with a rental service agreement. If I create a new document, and I need to add a new rental equipment to the list. So I double click on the items list, item section, item field, and I need to open the whole list of my rental units. So I click F4 on the keyboard, and my list of rental units is opened. The second hotkey is to edit the record. For example, I need to edit this rental unit to change the name. I can click with the right click on the mouse and click edit, or just hit the F2 button on the keyboard, and my unit card will be opened, and now I'm able to edit any information about this unit. So F4 allows you to select the particular field and perform the action. For example, in the client list as well, if I hit F4, the whole list will be opened, and F2 will change the settings of the particular unit and allows us to edit this record. Now, the very useful hotkey that we usually use in the system is F9. F9 allows us to copy the existing record. For example, if we need to create a copy of the rental agreement or any record in the system, we just hit F9 on the keyboard, and new document will be copied from the existing one. All the information is here. We just need to change some details about this rental service agreement, and just to save and close. So with any record in the system, for example, we need to create a copy of this document and to enter rental item, and to enter some new details, I press F9 and change the name. I have already mentioned that we can mark for deletion with a delete button on the keyboard. So if I press delete, it will be marked for deletion. If I need to insert new item in the table of rental equipment, I click insert button on the keyboard, and new line will be added to the rental equipment list. And the next hotkey that I'd like to share with you is a search which can be performed with a combination of Ctrl and F. And my cursor is automatically switched to the search field. And now I'm able to search by, let's say, 5-star client.
Okay, thank you again. And then I think the last question out of the most popular ones for today is how to run efficiently the availability, history, and revenue reports using reports and dashboards module.
Okay, thank you for that question. Revenue reports and the availability dashboards allows you to see the whole history of operations and to build some kind of analytics that allows you to manage your business in the more efficient way. So to reach the reports, we go to Oilfield Rentals and Reports section. Here you can find different reports grouped by type of operations. I would say, for example, in the rental unit section, we'll find the reports about the availability of the units or deployment. If I'll go to the rental units deployment report and I generate the report for this month, and the report will show me at what location, what unit have been deployed, and what was the rental agreement date, what was the delivery date and return date, and what the estimated rental fee for this job. If I need to see the availability, again, I can run the rental units availability report on the particular date, and it will show me exactly how much units have been deployed and what are available right now. Revenue report also will show you all the analytics about your revenue. For example, pre-invoice report will be used when you need to understand how much are you going to charge your client before the rental period will end. So I run the report for today, and my pre-invoice report is generated. It shows me all the clients and all the rental agreements for the particular location and how much revenue are estimated to be collected from the client for this job. So we encourage you to use the different reports and to see how it works for you. If you miss something here and you need some kind of specific analytics that you'd like to track, just give us a shout and tell us what kind of analytics you would like to see. We will build a report from you, for you, from the information that we have in the database. We can also see some kind of analytics from the rental job dashboard. On this Oilfield Rentals dashboard, you can see the pulse of your business and to see how many daily jobs you have generated for a particular period of time, how many active rental agreements we have, and daily fee for these rental agreements. We can see the total revenue month by month in comparison to the previous year. Also, how many active rental agreements graph will show you again the trends of your business, estimated revenue this month, and the top performance in terms of clients and sales representatives.
Okay, thank you, Gleb. On that note, we would like to move to the Q&A, and I think that so far the topics have covered significant portion of information that we wanted to cover, and I don't see any questions for now. So given that there aren't any, we would like to wrap up today's session and thank everyone for participating in it. Please, again, sign up for the YouTube channel and see the videos, the latest videos on it. Follow us on the social media, or reach out through the support portal or through the info@rigger.ca, and we will be in touch to answer any question of yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.